Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Philippines 2014 FIFA World Cup run on the 2014 Brazil game. And today we are in our final part of our run. We are at the World Cup. If you didn't know how we got here, I highly recommend you watch the other parts because the run was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. Full of like drama and exciting moments. We got the Philippines to the World Cup and we got this quite tough little group with Georgia, Romania and Uruguay in it. I don't expect to get out of the group. However, I'd like the Philippines to be competitive at least, but that might be asking a bit too much. And our first match is against Uruguay, and as you can see, the form is terrible. I actually played the friendly match off camera before we started this because I didn't want to include it in the video, and I lost 1-0 to Austria. So yeah, that's why the form's tanked, unfortunately, which is annoying, but it will set the tone for the whole video. I don't think we're going to do much against Uruguay, to be honest with you. So here we go then. Our first match of this World Cup for the Philippines is against Uruguay. Very, very tough matchup to have in the first game of the World Cup. It's make or break really, because if we don't perform well, which we're probably not going to, then we will probably be condemned to elimination already. I know Georgia and Romania, there is half a chance to do something, but the Philippines are a one-star team. And we're not going to do it. But I'm just so happy that we got here. Hernandez pushing forward. Can't get rid of it. Hernandez crosses it in. And it's hooked away, but they've got it. And already they score from outside the box. It's Edison Cavani with a fantastic strike to make it 1-0 to Uruguay already. Wholly deserved. You can't do anything about that kind of strike. Cavani makes it 1-0, and Uruguay there just did it so casually. He was just like, yep, see you later, Philippines. Suarez just shrugs me off there. He's going through, and it's in. 2-0. What can you do against a side like Uruguay? Suarez has scored to make it 2-0. And there was a defender there. There was actually two. One of them fell over, and then the other one just didn't get in front of it in time. It's 2-0 already to Uruguay. This could get ugly very quickly. Uruguay pushing, they cross it in, and it's going to be a free kick for a foul I did about 10 years ago, but it's crossed in again, header, and it just bounces wide, and the through ball just gets cut out. There's not an awful lot we can do in this match against Uruguay. It just feels like we're powerless. It's like David versus Goliath, but instead of having a David situation, we're just getting squashed by Goliath at the moment. Here comes Forlan into the box. It's cut out by the Philippines. 2-0 down at half time. Not horrendous by any means, but we did concede our goals very early. But ever since then we've locked down, but unfortunately there's been no attacks from the Philippines here. Through ball, and here comes Great Witch, and he puts it wide. How unlucky that was for the Philippines. A rare chance. We're just jogging on through. I think they just switched off for a second. Uruguay trying to press, and the Philippines have done well to lock down ever since those two goals. There hasn't been any kind of chance for Uruguay. I think if they just shot from distance again, they probably would have scored. Here comes Abreu. Oh, I just took him out in the box. That might be a red card. I tried to slide in front of it, and that's a penalty for sure, but will it be a red card? It's just a yellow. Very lucky, because it looked like it was last man, and Uruguay have a penalty. The Philippines had to do something, and Luis Suarez will take the penalty. Come on, try and save the penalty. Yes, it was saved. Fantastic save from the Philippine keeper, Everidge, to keep out Suarez once again. Uruguay last chance. They cross it in, head it out. Can we header it away? And the goalkeeper's got it. Once we boot it away, it will be game over once we boot this away. And there we go. The Philippines have lost their first match to Uruguay. Only 2-0. That's respectable. Of course, they hit us with a flurry of attacks in the first 15 minutes. But then we kind of calmed down a bit, got used to the occasion, and we locked down to only keep it at a 2-0 loss. I think that's pretty good considering our opponent. So after the first game, obviously Uruguay are top, and Romania beat Georgia by a single goal to get 3 points as well. Our second match sees us against Romania, so it doesn't get any easier really. I mean, they are slightly lower rated than Uruguay, but it's still going to be hard because we are the smallest team, obviously. So we'll see what we can do. The Romanian fans are all out in massive support here. I wonder if there's loads of Philippine fans. There is. There we go. There they are. So I've noticed that sometimes on this game. I know it's a bit of a random thing to call out, but sometimes, like, you know, like you see here, Romania will have all their flags and stuff, but then other nations such as like the Philippines or whoever you won't see a flag at all, which is well, surprising really, because most of these nations, like the Philippines, have more national pride than most nations in the world. So yeah, I don't know, but anyway, let's get into it and see if we can upset Romania. So through ball, and Maxim is going through. Not tackling him. Oh, we tried to slide in front of it, but an early goal conceded again, and it's Maxim with the goal for Romania to make it 1-0. I mean, I didn't expect to win this match, but conceding early again, didn't really want that, especially when I slid in front of him. Maybe it took a bobble, I don't know. Philippines tackle, and we're going through here. Oh, we put it wide, young husband. Come on, you've got to score that, especially when they made a mistake at the back. So through ball to Calidon. And wide. We've had 2 chances. And, well, it's given me a bit of inspiration to try and score, but the shooting hasn't been great so far. Here comes Mattel. Crosses it in. It's headed and it's looped in. And that is 2-0. Adrian Mutu has scored for Romania there to make it 2-0. And I didn't think he was... I guess he came back. I don't know. But I thought that he wasn't playing at this point. Maybe it was a bit older. I don't know. It took a bobble off my defender and it actually went in. So yeah, great header by Mutu. But it was helped a bit by my defender. And that's 2-0. It's just a shame, really, that we are 2-0 down. I thought that we might have had a small chance to upset Romania. That might have been delusion on my part. It's going to be crossed in by Maxim. And that is a free header. Oh, that was close. We just about stopped it from going in off the line. So it's half-time. We're 2-0 down against Romania. To be expected. You know, I wasn't hoping for anything special. I just thought we'd perform a bit better than this. So through ball, and the Philippines go on. Oh, just couldn't shoot in time, sadly. Nothing here for the Philippines again against the largest team, Romania, which is a shame because, you know, the Asia qualifiers, we did really well against some of the bigger sides, and now we come to the World Cup and we just couldn't really get it done. It's okay though, I'm not like disappointed, I'm really happy to get here, but yeah, it's just sad that we weren't able to score against the Uruguay or Romania. But there is potential to score against Georgia, but unfortunately that result means that we have been eliminated from the World Cup officially with 0 points at the moment. We could potentially get 3 points against Georgia, however, it won't matter. But we put up a good fight. Only 2-0 losses in the 2 games that we had. So there's your table right there, and it's impossible for Georgia or the Philippines to qualify past the group stage. Uruguay and Romania will go through comfortably. So this final match of this World Cup for the Philippines doesn't matter at all. It's against Georgia. It doesn't matter for Georgia either. So let's just try and have some fun. Let's have a goal fest, or let's just try and win the game. Let's just, you know, treat it like a friendly match and see if the Philippines can just have a mini party in this match. I mean, the fans are happy. The Georgian fans are happy as well to get here. Of course, Georgia, this would be their first time qualifying for a World Cup. This could be quite a fun matchup. It could be a goal or 2 for the Philippines in this one if we play it right. And Schrock has got in behind, and there might be a chance. Oh, we overran it, sadly. The ball was just... oh, it deserved a goal. Mulders. And out to Mulders. And what a save by the Georgian keeper. That's got to be a penalty, surely, ref. Yes. Come on, a penalty to the Philippines in this World Cup. And Georgia pushed me over, and it is a penalty. It was a light penalty to give away, and a silly one as well. It didn't need to push me down. And young husband could get a goal at this World Cup. Can he do it? He can! The Philippines have scored at this World Cup, and that is 1-0. We have scored in the first 15 minutes, and that's something to cheer about. Something to cheer about in this. Even if we don't win this game, we have got a goal. It was a penalty, but it still counts, right? It's a through ball to young husband who's charging on through. Is there a chance? That might be. And, oh, Schrock's header wasn't hard enough there. Young husband across it in. Header. And that's gone in. It's 2-0 and it's young husband. It's that connection. I swear the young husband connection is crazy on this game. We crossed it in with young husband and then other young husband finishes it off, and the Philippines are going wild right now back at home. Just a fantastic header. We're 2-0 up against Georgia, and this is such a good way to end this series. I know we've been eliminated, but to win against Georgia is so nice. Georgia trying to press. They got a cross on, and it's in. It's in. The header snuck its way in, and Kobaketsi. I can't say that name fast enough. And that is 2-1. Georgia have got a goal back just before half time. And, well, I mean, both of these nations are out, but they want to display to their fans that they can win their final game. Still pushing. How did that ball get to that guy? And it just drags wide of the post. Unfortunately, we scored that goal. It might have put the game behind us. Well, it's the 87th minute. And not much has happened in the last sort of 15-20 minutes. Both of these sides have really just run out of gas and stuff. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. But we're going to win. We're going to win this match at the World Cup with the Philippines. And that is incredible that we've managed to come here and win a game. And I'm so happy, even though we're going out, even though we're technically eliminated. Well, not technically, we are eliminated. We will go out with a win, and that is brilliant. Cannot ask for more than that, as the Philippines have won their match, their end match against Georgia, 2-1. So that is the final table. The Philippines finished third in their group with 3 points. Respectable, very respectable. So who wins this thing then? Let's see. I bet it's like Brazil or England perhaps, or maybe Germany. No, it was England against France, 3-2 in the final. Here's something you don't see very often. A goalkeeper from a different nation entirely winning the Golden Glove. Usually it's like the top nations, but the Bahrain keeper actually got the best goalkeeper. So going over the other group stages, Group A, France and Brazil go through. Brazil only went through by the looks of things, by the skin of their teeth. Group C, it was actually Bahrain that actually went through above Ivory Coast and the Czech Republic, so maybe he did deserve that award after all. Group D, Italy and Spain go through comfortably. Portugal in Group E go through alongside the United States. England and Argentina go through in Group F. Germany and Russia in Group G. And Japan and Belgium in Group H, which led to a tournament tree looking like this. Any surprising results? Romania got knocked out by France. That's not surprising. Colombia beat Spain. That's a slight surprise. Portugal versus Argentina went to penalties. So yeah, great match there. Italy beat Bahrain 4-1, unfortunately for Bahrain. So that was the smallest team that actually went to the round of 16, I believe. And then England had a great game against Brazil, 3-3 in the semi-final, and then England beat Brazil on penalties 5-4 to then advance to the World Cup and win the World Cup. So that is it, guys, for your Philippines 2014 FIFA World Cup run. And sadly, that is, at the moment anyway, the only game we can use the Philippines on in terms of the men's team. We've already used the women's team on the 2023 Women's World Cup. And I've revisited now the men's team after 6 years of doing a run with them. Like 6 years ago, I did a mini run with them. And it was so nice to come back to it and do a proper qualifying run and get to the World Cup with the Philippines. And yeah, it's great. But sadly, there's no more Philippines because they don't They're not on 2010, and they're not on 2006, and they're not on any other FIFA game as far as I'm aware. If you've enjoyed this video and this whole series today with the Philippines, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.